New guy. Here for making this far. Noah, the primordial arc. Of course, they named the quote-unquote primordial arc after Noah. What's up, Geist? So that is the answer you've reached, is it? Everyone with the gods are gone, and the Geist division stopped temporarily. Humans will continue evolving further until they reach the limit. Once again, the calm rule will come in effect. It may not happen in our lifetime. Anyway, we can just say it's not a problem. But to delay the inevitable, the people will act like nothing's wrong. That's what you can't do. Instead, my lord, you came to this planet for distant world. In that world, there was an awful state, pollution brought by very same creatures that live there. Yeah. Well, I want this planet to follow the same fate. Yeah, I want to see the people with ruined and defiled. Speaking of, they died 40.9 million years ago. You're saying that all the way back then, you've been carrying out the world by yourself? Not at all. I know the access rights to the core. The rule being implanted automatically via the core crystal that has ascended with the Lord. It is located in this planet's orbit within this artificial satellite. Oh, are you saying that the rules of the world have been running on their own this entire time? Yes. The core crystal carries out the wish of the Lord and fully fulfills the wish for all eternity. It lies outside the planet, as I reach, within a limitless void that rejects all of one's life. The world of periodics, you know, our space. The problem with this, there's just one problem with this. Okay, so it's in the core. We've already had people who left the planet. But how do they not know about the artificial satellite? How do they know about the artificial satellite? It doesn't actually make any sense. Like, I came from outer space. It's looking over there. What are we supposed to do about it? That's right. New guy, why did you lead us this far? Do you want to bring here to talk about the past? Tell us the source of Geist is even here. What the hell's happening? Like we do so much, you are the only ones who can take action to change your fate. Your power is unremarkable. The project the gods actually been fully realized, hasn't it? New guy, you just want to get rid of us, didn't you? Are you aware of something called Project Astlibra? So I do wonder where the name Astlibra comes from, but we have the Cave of Libra and we have Astrea, so could it be a combination of both those two things? Earth this planet, the people can become being created by the Lord. Very beginning, there's been a lot of rules rather than genetic code. So you defy the Lord, you speak during the madness. That's the rule. In your words, they've been corrupted by Geist. Just to find them. Even the primordial genealogy is speechless as gods, who do nothing to organize on their own. Wait, no way. You are created this eventuality. The Lord's rules not satisfied with you. You were able to challenge them. The second moment is actually called by a powerful individual. Cultivate. You repeat life like a constant loop. Place a eternal state of conflict, and in the end grant you power expressing into the gods. We'll even do that until now. In this area event, no matter how many, was part of a meticulous detailed plan. Cuts by demons, the cause affected their occurrence, the properties that tried Geist. The various problems that merged the blade across time, and the newest battles occur as well. The gods themselves, the land, and your land, the concept for illusion was created. The same entity exists in multiple instances, so eventually one would be fated to reach the end of the project. And Chris said before, I know what you meant. You came here knowing nothing. You were a mere toy for the gods, and eventually they created for their project. Yet still, do you not waver? I mean, let's be real. Wickedly utterly taken advantage of, were used. I wouldn't say it's that bad, though. Like, the thing is, it kind of makes sense in context, because what else are you gonna do? Eventually, if humans are strong enough, then they'll be crushed up with the same thing. So it's like, they were just they were the quote-unquote gods trying to save themselves as well. But Astrea also admits later on that she really cares about you guys, about the humans too. So it's like, it's not. Although she kind of acts like she doesn't. She kind of acts like she doesn't. But I think it's not right. She doesn't want to make it. She's basically taking the fall, becoming the fall guy essentially. How incredible! If I hadn't told you this, if you actually did not have your volition, that I believed your life would be one of compulsion. They would be a mere pawn of the gods, just be used to start a battle of wills. I believe it would have been tainted by my lord. You just don't know the system. Has authority to me. Shall we go? Far above this planet. Anyway, you can say the quote-unquote gods, they were trying to grow beyond their limits anyway. They felt like they were very being restricted because they quote unquote grew too powerful. I don't know. It's not something I necessarily agree with, but in the context of the story, I think it makes sense. No other ship across the world. I've raised up besides orbit. Then, outside of here lies one that governs the world of disasters, as well as what governs the rule of the calling, the source of geese. Beyond them lies the core crystal, which soothes me, my lord. Rest assured, with no power I have prepared path, as well as both gravity and breathe atmosphere. Why are you doing this? They're your lord, aren't they? It's been since my lord's death. I have watched over the death and rebirth of this world the entire time. My lord's wishes was written this long. However, I'm gonna have doubts. Take away the right to live from some of the many life forms, all for the sake of maintaining a prosperous planet. You truly call it prosperity? I wonder. Please go. Lord's been trapped in the mission for so long now. I would like to see him freed. Give it to us. We have your request. It's kind of like emotions versus logic, or emotions versus. It's like the story is based around love, of course. It's primarily based around love. That's why there's so much reference to love and everything, and there's even an anime called Love you can get to wire, and it's basically being opposed by this thing that has it's just following a set of rules and not really being able to react to it in a way. AI essentially. Which is both the case with the Anubis system and also this system too. We call our space. The dream that began in that small hut ended up here, taking us all out here. It's so far out of my imagination. I was gonna say, Mike, as long as you're with me, there's nothing here. I shall follow you no matter where you go. New guy, you stayed beside me for all this time. I'm sorry. Alright. It's kind of like the Anulis and Anubis. The Lord's will was embedded into the AI program. But the AI program is actually controlling it. Difference though is that the actual person in question died a long time ago, whereas Anulis' brain was still inside the machine, and she hadn't been there that long. She was in there for maybe a few years at most. Oh, there we go. I managed to do that without finishing my grinding out. I mean, we're still pretty good though. Like a lot of it was one thing through there, and I got a ton of stuff from. I also got the Caves of them early. Getting the Caves of them early helped. Normally, I don't get it until I reach the end of postscript. But yeah, I think it's pretty clear that he explains everything that happened, so everyone knows what's going on. They're not like in a situation where they return to Elysium or the rest of our home. People in town are peacefully going about their daily lives as nothing had happened. No one realized that all humankind, having on a brigade extinction, it was all for the best. Life was secretly protected and nothing had happened. I wonder if anyone could be anything. There could be anything happier. We are truly protected this time, except one person. All they care about in its ordinary life. Days finally come. As I must have moved. We have been praying for this day. Don't we have any problems? Gore, Prime Minister. Took a great deal of time to explain everything to the national president of the land. We're fine doing it? Yes, we're heading to Toma tonight. To lower this back down the Gaia. Some of the other lands have already descended. We've fallen far behind. Where will we get along? Let's say has the heroes defeated Geist. Now, I've already notified our counterparts, and I don't think there will be any conflict. However, those who made the ground or have us already started swallowing territory. Brief answer from now on. We still have to do. This land's 10,000 years in isolation will end today. He wants to figure out now it's time. Yeah, 10,000. So he now knows that they're 10,000 years in isolation, like everyone else. So everyone knows what's going on. My only real weird thing is I don't know how much people know about Anulis herself. You know, I have to take it easy. Say, why don't you get some rest already? Yeah, I think I'll do that. We'll be busy visit all areas down below. They're probably planning to get in the whole credit pitch so that our members are gonna be out there too. What are you doing when I don't have to get work, you know? I'm planning on taking money. This is been a hospital. It doesn't get lucrative, yeah? So they say the same thing. It's obviously him saying it first and her saying it second, but if you talk to her first and she says it first, it's kind of weird. The air feels so clear today. It's not my imagination. I'd say at this point, we never find out who this girl is. She's only here to try and indicate, oh yeah, we saved Arya and Wolf and Maria, but we don't know who she is. However, like I said before, I believe in before we start chapter 5, because once you get back to chapter 5, she only talks about Lisa being here. But in chapter 5 itself, she mentions living in a village. So to me, that plainly tells that it's Maria. Maria's Arya's younger sister, but it's been a long time now, so she's like a young adult now. You guys say the world's floating. I know what you mean. So yeah, so I'm pretty sure it's Maria. We don't see Arya anywhere, but that's because they didn't want to update the models for all the other characters in the town, so we don't see them. That's floating, it's like Stroom. Do you know that? Yeah, we're the ones who. Maybe the world must get bigger. It's still something I've never visited. Maybe more people with the world expands, right? That's what it must be there in the outside world. I swear to see bigger than the dark side. It's not supposed to match power. The shops don't say anything different. It's kind of disappointing. I said, while I went to visit Grandfather's swamp, I brought Lisa along with me. She's a heal Graham's chronic illness. Soon they'll be moving here, yep. Thoughts about bigger star. It looks like a conversation. That's because they are. I gotta wait until time I can see her again. I think I get used to waiting. Until then, I hope my swords don't break foes. My Sonic get used to. Yeah, so that's interesting too, because I don't think it will happen, but if he ever does make a sequel, Kai can still appear. Because I mean, it seems like we won't be able to use, there won't be time travel involved anymore because of what happened. But Kai will still be here because he has to wait to go to the future again. So it's fine. I want to stay here. I don't have to defend Belkade anymore. I want to defend the knowledge of Mac to make my work at the guild. Ha! You're always so diligent. The world's finally expanding, huh? I can wait to see it. There's a load of bad guys out there. I'll get a blast of their magic. Try to avoid as much as possible. Most of these side places can't be visited. You hear? We're like at land soon. So confusing. This is already land, isn't it? And he's gone here. He has a shown postscript, and so this place is truly abandoned now. In the after you beat the final boss. That's locked. The guard's still asleep. I wonder if he would block me if I So I think what happened is I went up here and talked to the princess. But that's all he popped with the tenants back at the castle. Anyway, he moves on his own thing. He always rebuffs me. He's sweet at work. Look at that man's head's fine with his very country. It's kind of funny because she doesn't remember anything. It seems like she didn't remember anything from the previous timeline. But it's good because I'm trying to count the great state's powers. I did make up my prayers wrong, but I really couldn't get the proud for my mother. Well done. Thank you for everything. Despite the things may seem, I straight things all of these are own children. Anyways, I asked you to represent her. It's just weird because I don't remember him being here, Did I just miss him? One possibility is that he doesn't show up unless you get the he doesn't show up unless you get the anesthesia. Anyway, time to go talk to Anulis. We know we're getting the bad end here. We never saved recovered Anulis' memories. What's this? Something's off here. Anulis, she asleep? I caught her, but she was not waking. Huh? That's a waker? I tried shaking her, but she was not awakening. This isn't normal. Let's get Lily on the others. After that, Lisa rushed to see and tried to treat her, but Lisa never woke up. Was it an unknown disease, or was it her regeneration from just a brain incomplete? Whoever was making guesses, I still thought at the moment. The time we said that's all this. I believe that Phoenix, we met in the dream world, said he used like someone dear to us to make us pay. The world's right in front of us. We got everything on unexplored land. So we'll find it. Yes, we'll find the key we can do this for sleep. A dream fiend is involved, made a mistake. So they know about the dream fiend too. That's interesting. Guess the problem is how we get into his world. Sorry everyone, you had so much that they had you. Don't act so distant here. If she pressed you, she's pressed to us. I think she was worried about others. That's all because the weather might be taking turn for the worse today. What kind of person do you think I am? Let's get going. We don't run danger of malnutrition beds. We need to find a city as soon as possible, right? You're right. Let's go wake, sleep, princess. Visit for us. We'll find a way, I promise. Let's go. Onward to a new world. We'll find a way to save Anulis. It is funny how Kai isn't here though, because he's still taking part of the guild. He doesn't go away. Not careful, Tomo. I see you again. That girl looks just like Shiro. That girl, the blonde on the left side looks just like Shiro. You also see there's trees outside, so it's showing that yeah, they're in the future now. They have more advanced technology, but there's still nature here. There's still actual nature here. So it's really neat that they show this, even though they don't show much else. They do show that at least. Quite done, everyone. Before homework starts, I'd like to introduce a new French student. Come on now. Quiet down. There's too much, it's just a guy. Obviously he was around before this point, so he transferred now probably because his girlfriend's old enough now, I guess. Introduce you. He's a hard-nosed robot that's lived for around 2,000 years. Also, he gets around with the girl. So here, Nagamo, are you trying to make him mad? So Nagamo still remembers the old timeline as well, even though it's weird because this is a complete changed timeline. Just so bad, I'm kidding. Somehow, it feels like I know this person. For a long time, right? Yeah. It's cute. It's cute that he actually found someone he can care about too. I do wonder how this affects the future humans, though. The ones that he came from, because we just completely changed their history. Increased ways of this lead into a new ending. Yeah. And we get the fallacy of the Astrea. That's a really nice ending. Gosh, Astrea, are you truly finding the outcome? The one who came outside. There's no other way to guard against destruction it brought. The one who came from outside. What does that mean? The one who came from outside. All I could do was lead to the children. I'm talking about the means. I'm talking about the process. The skills god. They say they can be without paying any competition. That's a lie, isn't it? This guy can't be used by humans. The requirement of competition would be unfathomable. Okay, so I think it's implying here that they could be used by gods, but not by humans, because humans they're even though they're strong, they're not like the stale on the same part of the gods. That payment, you have borne the entire cost. Such enormous cost, at this rate you will. The time has come. I have done what I believed in. I have no regrets. I just want to see it. The beautiful world that humans will create. You had faith from the very beginning. Not once did you ever forget humanity. Answer your moments to that. He was trying to create the world you imagined. May you rest in peace. It's funny because of the dynamic that she kind of plays off this idea of being not really that care about humans and just manipulating them and everything. But then at the end she's like, yeah, I really, this is exactly what I wanted. She even gave her own life so like he could live. What's this? Swings things off here. So you need to open up her heart in order for you to be able to save her. That's what basically what's going on. Hey, wait, me too? So this part's kind of dumb. Okay, so we need the those things to defeat Geist. But I'm gonna take your girl anyway. If you fall Geist, I mean this moment. Yeah, Anulis. I'll kill her. I'll tell you, I'll make you pay. Not me. Know your place. You spent before us kill this dream. You should never wake again. Your soul itself will perish. Is a god reacting this cowardly? How you brash about me? You don't understand your position. I'm fine, just much better. He literally says he's going to do it because we quote-unquote humiliated him. I mean, this shows that, like, yeah, some of these gods are kind of jerks. But we already knew that with Meladine anyway. My true form. I could easily raise your Pegasus and says, "I'll be ridicule me." That's right. We need this much deterrent. Yes. Stop it. It's not anything to touch. Do you must be fair for weakened spirit? Please stop. No, this can't be happening. I mean, we know that's not gonna. I'm sorry. Yeah, the rain has been a burden. That's what we repeat someday. I thought I'd be able to. Much time, so I just want to thank you. You've saved me. You freed me from the life of being used by a machine. Thank you for always cherishing me. It's like I'm always asking favors. But we have a last request. Please, don't lose. That's not the same thing as she was last time. Last time she's like, I want to die by your hands. But this time she's like, no. You can't lose here. That was supposed to break him? How boring. It ain't worth killing my for the true form. Just stay and rot away. You have a line? What is this presence? You look like... Wait, what? What? This anger? I've never seen angry. This power is unfathomable. I must go all out against you. I'll use the cinders. Did we actually fight? I don't think we fought this form before. But he's just being really dumb. He's like, sure, you just defeated Geist, but I'm gonna taunt you because you ridiculed me. He's just so stupid. What is his true form? I don't remember. I thought this was his. I thought this is only here. I don't remember him taking this form before he fought him the first time. Come on, Astlibra, help us out here. Let's destroy this freak of nature. Match return, but notices. I have had words I don't want to say to him. No way. Am I alive? Is this a miracle? I'm alive. That's what I was done for as I sucked that ribbon. That's right, that ribbon. It would have been made at the same time as this virtual body. Mario's protection techniques. That's what helped us that ribbon? Was it vessel of spirits this whole time? Thank you. I thought it was that ribbon. It's gotta be home. After so freaking long, we get one more. Land sent the guy, we became much more fast. We began to interact with our lands, and our clothes, food, and technology began to spread throughout the world. The insult only a fraction was occurred by human lands. Most of the guy remains completely uncharted. And uncharted are even someone's people. They escaped the threat of beast by all means and lived on Gaia. And their skull keeping one of the settlements located beyond once the western edge. The sign said to only allow women. I don't know how that works. Mayor forbidden from entering. The team of women hurried out of sight. Go forth, my servants! That's another meaning. We didn't have any of those since the last one we got was chapter 5. Yeah, it was chapter 5. Aren't your servants? Did we agree that partially a woman? Why do you have 2 men with us? 2 interesting across the site. That will be on our own. I'm sure it'll be a huge uproar even if we leave the men outside. But you know, it's a bit worrying to let a group of women go off their own, especially a child. Basically, quite a child. Are you feeling this thing? There you go, wait for everyone to get in there. Huh? Yeah, with fear that you're pretty proud to have a woman. Wait, you're not thinking of. Ah, boy, you think about the point now? That's like you're posting your interest with a woman. It's not getting it that easily. You're way too crazy for yourself. And you might make it go and drag. Is he really gonna do it right for her? Drag? Never mind. It's nothing. Idiot. It's just I don't know. There's something you don't need to know. Anyway, it's sometimes something's in sight. We can say we're closer. You're right. In fact, we haven't set foot outside this land. That's the coin, yeah? There's a whole new world right there. Yeah. I think the day has come. We're able to go adventure together. Let's be fun. Our adventure beginning. I'm curious why Kai is going with us. Let's go to the new world, to new adventures. I get they want to show Kai at the end of the credits when he goes to the future, but he's still gonna be here too in the present day. He's already begins, yeah.